Right, hi lads and lasses, and welcome to February's edition of A Chuck and a Chat.
Take a look and see the light still shines in me. Take a look and see the light still shines in me. Take a look and see the light still shines in me. In my eyes. In my eyes.
Right, in this month's Chuck and a Chat, what we're going to be looking at is, first of all, the UK Open. We're going to have a section on the UK Open, which we're going to talk about darts coaching with Dynamite Dave going to the UK Open in a couple of weeks' time. We've got the tech spot, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the grip. I've had 4 or 5 questions over the last few days about grip. It's something that comes up regularly, so what I'm going to do is we're going to do a little section on the grip. We're going to have a little bit of a chat about information on the coaching and how you go about getting one of these videos or getting some one-to-one coaching, getting some over the internet coaching, etc. So we'll be talking about that in this episode. And the big one, which is going to be some new features. It's going to be part of a Chuck and a Chat, so it's going to be like a little bit of an ongoing thing in a series. And what Dynamite Dave's going to do is I'm going to try and teach myself to throw right-handed. And the reason why I'm doing this is to, again, to emphasise that anybody can learn to play darts, and anybody can learn to play darts to a reasonable level and get a good throw. Because my right hand, I can stand up and do the stance and what have you, but I can't actually throw the darts at the moment. I'm not, to be honest with you, I've only done it 2 or 3 times just to prove that I can get them in the inner circle, but I've never actually put any time or effort into it to try and fetch that up to a decent level. So what we're going to do is over the next 12 months or something, we're going to see where we get to on that. So every month, so February is the first month, every month we'll get an update on that and how it's going. I'll do some videos of how I'm progressing and what have you, and we'll talk about that. Right, so here we go, over into section 1, which is all about the UK Open. So here we go. Right, so lads and lasses, what we're going to do this year is we're going to the UK Open as usual. As I've said, we've been there for the last 7 years, I think it is, either 6 or 7 years we've gone to the UK Open. The first 4 years we did just as a couple, me and my wife, because we just absolutely love darts. And then 3 years ago I went as Coaching with Dynamite Dave, but I only had probably 200 or 300 subscribers on YouTube, and I was very, very unknown. That now has grown to well over 2,000 subscribers. I'm probably getting close to 2.5, maybe a little bit more subscribers. The watch content of the videos and what have you, the amount of times that they're being watched is absolutely phenomenal now. Last month alone we had over 35,000 views in 1 month, equating to over 75,000 minutes of viewing time. So that says to us that the people who are watching the videos are actually watching all the video, which is fantastic. It's something like 98% of people are actually starting at the beginning of the video and working on and watching it all the way to the end, which to me I think is thrilling, because it proves that the content is interesting and it's engaging and it keeps people's attention. Right, so back to the UK Open. As I say, as we've got bigger and better, we've got more and more people. I've had loads and loads of people now, probably 60 or 70 people at least, that have communicated to me via messaging, etc., that they're going to the UK Open, and hopefully I'm going to meet a load of people while I'm there. I've got a thingy, hopefully I'm going to meet up with Chris Mason, hopefully I'm going to meet up with Gav from Darts Planet TV. I'm hoping that Darren Watson's going to be there from the Darts Review channel and Darts Nuts. It'd be fantastic if we could all get together, because we've never actually met each other before. I know Gav has met a few of my fans and I've met a few of his fans, but we've never actually met each other before, so hopefully if he's going there, that'll be fantastic, because I know he's done the Riley's qualifiers, so hopefully he's going to follow that through and actually go to the UK Open, and that is only in another 2 weeks' time. Is it 2 weeks' time or 3 weeks' time? It's right at the end of this month, the 28th of the month, through till I think it's the 3rd or the 4th. that package deal, if you want, it's in Bucklands in Minehead. I think there's still places available, and it's value for money. It's absolutely fantastic. When you think about if you want to go to the Ali Pally, me and the missus worked it out. It worked out at something like the best part of £1,000 to go for the thing of the. That's just the back end of it, where you go over New Year. Not to do the whole 10 days of it. To do the whole 10 days of it, you're probably looking at £2,000, £2,500 or something crazy. Whereas Bucklands Minehead for the UK Open, it's a 4-day stretch, and for those 4 days, it cost me and the wife about £500 all in, which I think is absolutely fantastic value, and that was including our food, because we've got the thing of the food packages and what have you. So fantastic value for money. All you've got to find is your beer money. Right, so that's the thing of the UK Open. So if you decide to go to the UK Open, all you've got to do is I'll either be in Reds, in the main arena, or in the Sun and Moon. There's a pub on site just next to the main arena called the Sun and Moon, and there's a dartboard in there. There's a sports bar inside the main arena. If you ask somebody, they'll tell you where the sports bar is. There's 2 dartboards in there. Hopefully they've renewed them, because they were in a terrible state last year. Absolutely disgraceful. I didn't get in touch with them, but I have got in touch with them for the last 3 years over them, and they've not replaced them. So hopefully they've replaced them this year. Fingers crossed. So that's the bit about the UK Open. Hi lads and lasses, it's me again, and it's just a quick reminder of this month's giveaway. This month's giveaway is the Michael van Gerwen Green Demolisher darts, top of the range darts, in 25 grams, and also the Michael van Gerwen darts wallet with all the stuff that comes with it. Got all the bump and everything. It's not even been opened, it's still in the packet. Same with the darts. What I will do though is I'll slip the darts out of the box, take some photographs of them. Right, so thanks very much, and let's carry on with the video. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go on to section 2 and go in to the text box. So here we go, over into section 2. Right lads and lasses, here we are over in section 2 and we're in the text spot, and what we're going to talk about today is something that's been relayed to me on several occasions over the last few weeks. It's a regular thing, but seem to have had quite a lot of instances over the last couple of weeks of people asking me about the grip. Right, well, the grip at the moment with a lot of people is very personal, but obviously there's good grips and there's bad grips, but don't forget, this is only in my opinion. If you want a good solid grip, there's the Dynamite Dave grip, and then what we'll do is we'll have a look at some normal grips or some common garden grips, and then what we'll do is we'll have a look at the Dynamite Dave grip in some detail. Right, first of all what I've got is I've got 3 different darts here, and they're totally different shapes. So it'll just be to show that the grips actually work. Certain grips work with certain darts. The Dynamite Dave grip works with every dart. Right, so what we'll do is we'll start off with the straight barrel dart, and a lot of people grip the dart like this. Put it right in. It's just 2 fingers on one side and a thumb on the other side. Some people grip it like this. Some people actually have it just resting in the top of the fingers. The problem that I believe there is with this is there's very little control over your dart, because if you get hold at flight, you've got loads of like movement in it. I've got that really tight in my fingers, and it's still got a load of wibbly wobbly in it. How can this affect your darts? Quite easily. If you take from your serving hand, fetch it up here, and the dart is in that position or that position, just even slightly out, then obviously that point of the dart, when it lands in the board, is going to be in a different place if it's like that in your hand than it is if it's like that in your hand. The other dart way of throwing, which I've seen a few people do, is like this. So basically what they've got is they've got a really good grip on the dart, but it's starting off up like this, and that means because you're throwing like this, you've got to then put wrist into it to release the dart so it goes straight towards the board. Again, same with all the other Dynamite Dave advice, the more elements you put into your throw, the more elements you've got to get right to get that dart landing in the board every time. As you release the dart, the air pressure over a dart, that's why you have a wing on the back of it, is to try and attempt the dart to stop it from just like spinning out of control. If you throw it off in this direction, the air pressure on the top of the dart pulls it back like this. This is in flight. It'll go up like that and then come back down again and possibly either land in the board like that, or it could even go up, down and up and land in the board. So you'll be thinking to yourself, well, the darts land all over the place, and that's why. With a Dynamite Dave throw and stance, that's all there is the one moving element. The rest of you stays absolutely still. Your chest, your head, everything stays still. There's no, like say I'm going for 60, which is 20 for tops, I can actually put my first dart 1/4 of an inch underneath the 60 and then drop the second one in on top of it, which means that it'll deflect into the double. You've seen a lot of it, and you'll have seen it on telly, and you'll see it on telly at the UK Open in a couple of weeks' time, where especially people like Gary Anderson, who else was it last time that we've seen? Dave Chisnell, Michael Van Gerwen, all of them. They throw the dart into the board, and if it's sat up like this, it's blocking the 20 bed, it's blocking the double. So nearly every dart player, even Simon Whitlock, has to move over to one side to access the double top. If your dart lands in the board nice and straight, it doesn't affect the way that you put the next dart in. So that means that you've then got the ability to put your first dart in the top section, the top little bit of the single 20, to drop the dart in on top. If you make the mistake and hit the double top, then you've got double 10. So it's dead easy. It's not an hardship, if you know what I mean, because you're double 10 if you've got 2 in hand. You can even go, if you're a bit not confident, go for the outside wire of the double 10, and then just go in off the barrel again. And now what we'll do is we'll go on and we'll have a look at the Dynamite Dave grip. Right, so this is the Dynamite Dave grip, and what we'll do is we'll do this with the 3 darts. Straight barrel. This grip stays exactly the same all the time. That's the grip from the front angle. And you can see that dart is not sat on the side like that, it's sat on the top. So when you release your hand and you do your follow through, the hand drops away from the dart without any in of it interfering with the dart as it leaves your hand. The dart actually sits underneath, and the point of the dart sits on top of your nail. So that gives you a groove for the dart point to sit in. So then you've got perfect control over that dart tip. So what I use it for is, if I'm going down and say I've gone for double 2 and I've landed just outside it, what I can do is just push my finger forward, and watch this, push the finger forward a tiny bit, and it just raises the tip of the dart by that 1/4 of an inch, throw it exactly the same, and it should sit in on top of the first dart. You've got this dart, which is a Phil Taylor 80, which has got a bevel in the middle there. The Dynamite Dave grip works exactly the same on it, regardless of what type of dart you're using. This one's got a nice long point on it. So again, there you go, exactly the same, and it doesn't matter what shape barrel it is, the dart sits in your hand in exactly the same place. They come away like this, and then the dart goes over and it comes out of the hand perfectly clean, and your hand just drops away through for your follow through. Now on to the Shot Viking Drakars, which are the ones that I'm using at the moment, and that's how that sits in there. These are rear weighted darts, and they're made in like a conical shape, as you can see, so probably a very, very strange shape for a lot of people. So that's them, and they're exactly the same. The dart comes up into the hand and it's in exactly the same position. So each and every different type of dart this grip will work with. Even bombs, it even works with bombs. Right, so now what we're going to do is go over into section 3, which is the information on one-to-one coaching. So if you want some personal coaching from Dynamite Dave, this is the way to go about it, and this is the way to get the coaching. It's quite simple, so let's go over there right now. So over we go into section 3. Right, here we are in section 3, and what we're going to talk about here is the darts coaching, the personal coaching, which is the part of darts coaching with Dynamite Dave that is exploding at the moment. I thought I was busy before, but now, compared to now, it was nothing. I'm now doing sometimes up to 8 or 10 personal coaching videos a week, and when you consider they take about 4 hours a piece to produce, then it's a hell of a lot of work. Obviously I've had to slicken everything up, where I've had to change it, so I'm doing filming one day, editing and producing the next day, or so. As you can imagine, whatever goes on there's another 10 or another 9 that don't go on. Right, so if you would like a personal coaching video, I need 3 videos of 5 visits each, so that's 15 visits. I need one from the front and one from each side, hopefully, and at least one of them where I can see all of your body. So I need one from the front, so you need to have your camera underneath your dartboard or above your dartboard, right in front of you. The second one is to the left, 5 visits, to the right, 5 visits, whichever way you want to do it. And there's an optional one where you can take a video for me over your throwing shoulder. So basically, if you're right-handed, from over here at the back of you, so I can see over the back of your shoulder and see whether how your body is aligned towards the dartboard. Then what you do is you send your videos to me to either put them up on OneDrive, put them up on Google Drive, you can put them on YouTube, leave them private, and if that's what you want to do, there's a little box underneath that says share. All you do is copy and paste my email into that share box, and it will send me the link to those videos. Send those to me, and then contact me at the same time at dj.llewellyn123@outlook.com. That's dj.llewellyn123@outlook.com, and I'll give you all the information of what it costs to have your analysis done. If you want a video, obviously that's a different price. If you want to come and have one-to-one coaching, we've got a set price for during the week, and we've got a set price for weekend. So Saturday or Sunday is the same price, during the week is the same price. So if you get in touch with me, I've had nobody up to now say that it's anything but absolutely fantastic value for money. Like I say, I had a young chap, about the same age as me, over from Southern Ireland yesterday, and he was absolutely over the moon, Said that also you can get in touch with me and send me the videos, even if you want, via Messenger. So on Facebook, if you're a friend of mine on Facebook. If not, send me a friend's request. In the friend's request it says you can send a message. Tell me that it's because you want a video. Right, so now what we're going to do is go over into section 4, and section 4 is about the new up and coming features and some of the stuff that we're going to be attempting to do in the future. This one that I'm going to do now should be very, very interesting, especially for me. So right, let's go over into section 4 right now. Right, here we are over in section 4, and what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the new venture, the new adventure that we're going to do. I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be fantastic. And what it is I'm going to try and attempt to learn how to throw darts and become proficient at it with my wrong hand. So what I've decided to do is over the next 12 months, we're going to say, because it's going to be a monthly thing, February, so hopefully this will go through till either Christmas or February next year. In each edition of a Chuck and a Chat, which come along every month, or they will be doing from now on, what we're going to do is we're going to feature how I'm coming on with learning how to throw right-handed. I'm going to use all the Dynamite Dave tips and everything. I'm going to start with a stance and start right from basics. I'm going to film it, and what we'll do is we'll have it as like a bit of a documentary, so it'll be a little bit of a slot in each and every episode of a Chuck and a Chat. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's one of the features for this year. Obviously there's going to be new ideas and new features coming along as the year progresses. So here we go over into the conclusion. Right, so that's it for today's edition of a Chuck and a Chat. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making it. This has been February's edition. The next edition will probably be the 2nd or 3rd week in March, and that hopefully will contain the first little bits of how I'm getting on with teaching myself how to throw right-handed, and we'll have some more exciting and interesting content. So hopefully we'll see you next month, and don't forget, lads and lasses, always, 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 tug to the hockey. And now, a quick word about this month's Donators giveaway. For every £1, every €1, every $1, you get a number. So if you donate £1, you get one number. If you donate £10, you get 10 numbers. You can pay through PayPal me, or you can do a direct bank transfer. It's entirely up to yourself. Just get in touch with me or click on the links below. Leave me a tip. It just helps me with the content in the video and software, all sorts of stuff, the expenses of running the channel. And what we're giving away this month is the Michael Van Gerwen package. What we've got is the green demolisher darts, and we've also got one of the official Michael Van Gerwen darts wallets. So that's for this month's giveaway. Total value is about 50 quid, so well worth having a go. So if you'd like to donate, the link will be in the description. Right, so thanks for watching, and don't forget, lads and lasses, you only ever get out of this game what you're prepared to put in. And always, 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 toe to the hockey.